Are you moving to Northern Virginia and have no idea where to start in your home buying process? Hi, I'm Carey from the Carey Collective, and we are your relocation specialists right here on the ground in Northern Virginia. Why do we call ourselves the relocation specialists? Well, we lived it. We have moved all over, not just Northern Virginia, but also over the country, out of the country, in the US. We've been everywhere. And even within Northern Virginia, someone on our team has lived everywhere, literally everywhere. And we have lived this life. And the whole reason the Carey Collective even began was because my family relocated from Thailand. We had to buy a home in Northern Virginia while living in a hotel. There were tears. There was a lot of crying. And there was a lot of frustration. And I took that opportunity to just pause and think relocation could be easier. I know what it's like. I've just been through it. I can make people's lives easier. And here we are today. That is exactly what we do. So if you are starting your journey or you just heard, okay, we're getting relocated for work, we're moving to Northern Virginia, and we have no idea where to start, well, you've met me. This is where you start. So the first place that I recommend for people that are relocating to Northern Virginia for work is that you reach out. Actually, send me a text, 513-284-5396. You can shoot me an email, Casi, C-A-S-I, at thecareycollective.com. Or you can literally send me a DM on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. There is no place that I'm not. We are everywhere because we want to make it easy for you to communicate with us with as much ease as possible, because that's how we do the entire transaction. So you just got word you're moving to Northern Virginia. What in the world do we do? Northern Virginia is big. It is so big, and it's super important that you talk to an agent and we get really specific on what it is that you need and what is important to you. A lot of times I'll get clients that reach out and they're like, well, what about the schools? I've got kids these ages. I have kids in every single phase of life. I have a toddler, I have an almost kindergartner, a middle schooler, a high school, and a grown son, adult son. So literally I can answer any of your questions at all about your kids and what's the transition like. We've moved at all different ages, so I get it. If you want to set up a search based on schools, we can absolutely do that. We're going to use our app together to set up that search, and then it's getting into the finer details that matter. You're going to maybe think I'm crazy, but I think a lot of people have this idea of a dream house. I want this dream house. I want it to be this and that and have this and that. But really, what I encourage my relocation clients to consider is their dream life. Your life in Northern Virginia can look super different if you live in Vienna, in Reston, in Loudoun, in Alexandria, even down to Lorton and Woodbridge. Those lives look very, very different. And it's really important that you understand or you share what type of life you want. And then we narrow in your search on what you can find. Yes, there are areas of Northern Virginia that are more expensive, and so your budget doesn't go as far. And it's just something for you to consider. Are you willing to sacrifice for some time to live in the best location and maybe not your most ideal house in order for you to have a life that you love? I know not every agent's going to have this conversation, but for me, it was so important. What we want our life to look like, how we spend our weekends, how we spend our evenings, even if it's just like, hey, we want more land because I want my kids to play out in the backyard. We want a pool. Like, we want to be the house that people come to. That is going to look different, and that price tag is going to look different in all those different neighborhoods or cities that I just recommended, and they're all considered Northern Virginia. So it's super, 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 super important that you start with what you want your life to look like, and then we can talk about the different sacrifices that maybe you have to make in order to be where you want to land. And the reason I say just have this idea, consider the option that maybe it's just your first house in Northern Virginia in order to get in, to get that lifestyle, to start building something you love. Then after 5 to 7 years, you take the equity you've built in that house and you could, one, keep your house for rent or sell it and then move up into your next home, getting closer to what some people call their dream homes. I say it like that because I don't know what a dream home is. Every place I buy now, I truly think of as an investment. It is, how is this house going to bring me a life that I love? That's an investment. And make me money when we go to sell, because that's what real estate is. So again, if you just got that email from your boss, if you just heard that you're moving to Northern Virginia, don't freak out. Don't panic. Reach out. Don't freak out. Just reach out. That's a little jingle. Reach out. Let's set up a video buyer consult. I want to walk through what is important to you. Yes, you're going to tell me the beds, the baths, but again, I really like to focus on your lifestyle. So then we can set up our search, see what areas make sense for you. And we also have a relocation guide here at the Carey Collective. If you want to get your hands on that, just comment relocation guide below. We can send that over to you. We can set up a video call, zero pressure, no strings attached. You can just ask me questions. I've lived it. That's the reason that I do this. My goal is to make your life easier, so much easier. I'm here to help. You just have to take that first step. You have to take that first step and reach out and contact me. And then I would love to help you from there. I hope this is helpful. Don't freak out if you got that letter. Northern Virginia is beautiful. It has so much to offer. We have all 4 seasons, and it's just a really great place to land. So send me a message, comment below, whatever you need. We're here for you.